Hi everyone, welcome to the continent of Africa. This is a brief explanation of the following items on each of the country measured on this channel: the geography, the culture, the languages, climate, tourism, some of the emblematic places of interest, and the diversity of the ethnic groups living in harmony in one country. I wish you will broaden your knowledge by listening to the video. I believe that joining effort will make it possible to improve the cross-cultural understanding and global awareness among the nations in order to develop perception and inclusion of the strange. I thank you so much for your time and interest. Welcome to Nigeria. Here goes the geography. Federal Republic of Nigeria, commonly referred to as Nigeria, is a federal constitutional republic in West Africa with an area of 923,768 square kilometers and a population of about 175 million inhabitants. Nigeria is divided into 36 states and one federal capital territory, which are further subdivided into 774 local government areas. Its capital is Abuja. It borders Benin in the west, Chad and Cameroon in the east, and Niger in the north. Its coast in the south lies on the Gulf of Guinea in the Atlantic Ocean. Nigeria became a formally independent federation in 1960. Ethnic groups. I've selected the ethnic groups with higher population and the languages widely spoken among the nation. Nigeria has more than 500 ethnic groups with varying languages and customs, creating a country of rich ethnic diversity. The largest ethnic groups are the Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo, and Fulani, accounting for more than 70% of the population, while the Edo, Ijo, Kanuri, Ibibo, Bira, Nupe, Wari, Sekiri, Jukun, Uhobo, Igala, Idoma, and Tiv comprise between 25 and 30%. Other minorities make up the remaining 5%. The middle belt of Nigeria is known for its diversity of ethnic groups, including the Yam, Jomai, and Kofia. The official population total of each of Nigeria's ethnicities has always remained controversial and disputed among the members of different ethnic groups. There are small minorities of British, American, East Indian, Chinese, white Zimbabwean, Japanese, Greek, Syrian, and Lebanese immigrants in Nigeria. Immigrants also include those from other West Africa or East African nations. These minorities mostly reside in major cities such as Lagos and Abuja or in the Niger Delta as employees for the major oil companies. Languages. There are about 500 languages that are spoken in Nigeria. In some areas of Nigeria, ethnic groups speak more than one language. The official language of Nigeria is English, which was chosen to facilitate the cultural and linguistic unity of the country, owing to the influence of British colonization that ended in 1960. Many French speakers from surrounding countries have influenced the English spoken in the border regions of Nigeria, and some Nigerian citizens have become fluent enough in French to work in the surrounding countries. The French spoken in Nigeria may be mixed with some native languages, but is mostly spoken like the French spoken in Benin. French may also be mixed with English as it is in Cameroon. Most of the population speaks English and their native language. The major languages spoken in Nigeria represent three major families of languages of Africa. The majority are Niger-Congo languages, such as Igbo, Yoruba, and Fulfulde. Kanuri, spoken in the northeast, primarily in Borno and Yobe State, is part of the Nilo-Saharan family, and Hausa, an Afro-Asiatic language, even though most ethnic groups prefer to communicate in their own languages. English as the official language is widely used for education, business transactions, and for official purposes. English as a first language is used only by a small minority of the country's urban elite, and it is not spoken at all in some rural areas. Hausa is the most widely spoken of the three main languages spoken in Nigeria itself: Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba. But unlike the Yorubas and Igbos, the Hausas tend not to travel far outside Nigeria itself. Nigeria Pidgin English, often known simply as Pidgin or Broken English, is also a popular lingua franca, though with varying regional influences on dialect and slang. The Pidgin English or Nigerian English is widely spoken within the Niger Delta regions. Culture. And on the other hand, it might be of interest to know some of the emblematic places for cultural and tourism purposes. Nigerian citizens have authored many influential works of post-colonial literature in the English language. Music and film. Nigeria has had a huge role in the development of various genres of African music, including West African highlife, Afrobeat, and palm wine music, which fuses native rhythms with techniques that have been linked to the Congo, Brazil, Cuba, Jamaica, and worldwide. Many late 20th century musicians, such as Fela Kuti, have famously fused cultural elements of various indigenous music with American jazz and soul to form Afrobeat, which has in turn influenced hip-hop music. Juju music, which is percussion music fused with traditional music now from the Yoruba nation and made famous by King Sunny Ade, is also from Nigeria. There is also Fuji music, a Yoruba percussion style created and popularized by Mr. Fuji and other notable musicians that we should not forget. Though not mentioned, in November 2008, Nigeria's music scene and that of Africa received international attention when MTV hosted the continent's first African Music Award show in Abuja. The Nigerian film industry is known as Nollywood, a portmanteau of Nigeria and Hollywood, and is now the second largest producer of movies in the world. Nigeria film studios are based in Lagos and Enugu, forming a major portion of the local economy of these cities. Nigeria cinema is Africa's largest movie industry in terms of both value and the number of movies produced per year. Although Nigerian films have been produced since the 1960s, the country's film industry has been aided by the rise of affordable digital filming and editing technologies. Climate. The climate of Nigeria is tropical. However, there are wide climatic variations in different regions of the country. Near the coast, temperatures seldom exceed 32 degrees centigrade, but humidity is very high and nights are very hot, whereas in the inland there are two different seasons. Wet season from April to October with lower monthly temperatures, and the wettest months being July and August, and a dry season from November to March with midday temperature that rise above 8 degrees centigrade, but relatively cool nights, dropping as low as 12 degrees centigrade. Tourism. The tourism sector in Nigeria is not well developed in comparison to the music and the film industry and other sectors that generate the country's revenues. Instead, the tourism sector focuses mainly on the different events performed by the diverse ethnic groups and their lifestyle. However, there are many beautiful natural sites in most of the main regions, and the rainforests, savannas, waterfalls from the Niger Delta River, Cross River National Park, Chad Basin National Park, Yankari National Parks, Okomu National Parks, Gaskag Gumiti National Parks, among many others, where you will feel the taste of African wildlife and waterfalls. And if you are interested in arts, there are lots of museums to visit, such as Benin City National Museum, Jidan Makama Museum in Kano, National Gallery of Modern Art in Lagos, Kaduna Museum, Nigerian National Museum, National Museum of Colonial History in Aba, War Museum in Umuahia, and many others that portray the traditions and customs of the diverse ethnic groups living in the country. There are both luxury and cheap hotels to stay. On the other hand, the road infrastructure is generally acceptable, and the water and electricity power supply are not adequate in some regions, since most of these facilities are managed by private sectors.